Okay, so this is going to be the solution for exam question 3 on the Physics 116 first midterm in winter 21. And this question is looking at frequency and period. So this is coming from chapter 14. I'm looking at section 14.1. This is from College Physics, Night Chosen Fields. So Night Chosen Field, let's put that there. And we're looking at the concepts of frequency and period. So we're looking at the concept that the frequency is the inverse of the period, or therefore the period is the inverse of the frequency. So we're asked to consider two different simple harmonic oscillators, and one's a simple pendulum, and we're told how many cycles it completes in a given amount of time, and then we're told a block attached to a vertical spring, and it moves from its maximum vertical to its minimum vertical position. Then we're asked to compare frequencies, so that's important here. So F pendulum to F block. So the information given with the pendulum, we can immediately determine its frequencies just by dividing the number of cycles by the time. So the frequency here of the pendulum, and let's use P here, 8 cycles. A cycle is not a unit, so that's sort of a revolution or a full complete cycle, divided by 16 seconds. So this leaves us with half an inverse second, or that's equivalent to half a hertz, or 0.5 hertz. Now if we think about the block, I'll just draw a quick picture here. So if we have a block that starts at its let's assume it's so its maximum vertical position. So we've got a spring here, we've got a block, and let's say it's going to oscillate from its maximum vertical to its minimum vertical position. That would only be half a cycle. So that would be equivalent to t over 2. So this time here would correspond to half a period. So that takes 2 seconds as given in the question. So t of the block divided by 2 corresponds to 2 seconds. So the period of the block is 4 seconds. So again, the cycle would be from the top all the way to the bottom and all the way back to the top. That would take 4 full seconds, which is a full period, or a full cycle. The period would be, for the cycle would be 4 seconds. So then the frequency, of course, of the block is the 1 divided by the period, which is a quarter of a second. It's a quarter of an inverse second, sorry. So 1/4 hertz. So we can see the frequency of the pendulum is twice as large as the frequency of the block. So the correct answer is F pendulum is F block, and we could actually make this inequality and say that F pendulum is equal to 2 F block. Okay, so that was that question. There was a second version. So the second version had 9 cycles at 27 seconds, so that would be 1/3 of a hertz. And the block attached to the spring took 3 seconds to go from the max top to the max vertical to min vertical, so that would be 6 seconds period, so it would be 1/6 of a hertz. So it's the same math for this particular question. So in both versions, F pendulum was twice F block. Okay, I'll wrap up the question there and follow up with the next question.